to have some Chinese commentary very low in the background. Hopefully it's fine, but this is just the level which I've put it at, and this is like a happy compromise. Sadly, no clean features. So it is the Blitzcrank. Yeah, it's going to be here in this bot river, though. Angel quite low HP. He'd need to teleport in. Ooh, stun into hook. I don't know if they have the damage for this. We'll see. Flash away care. So little health, and he'll go down to the last whip slash from Palkia. Hook doesn't land from draw either. Go on. He's coming into mid lane, but the thing is, no harm, no foul. Leave gonna walk over with the Severum Crescendum. Very easy dragon take here. Aatrox does far too much damage in jungle. Big jungle camps. Every time those Qs hit, I just think, hang on a second. That's a lot of damage. That's really how it should work. So because the dragon got taken so quickly, it means that the grubs aren't all going to be finished. You need to see a good hook now. Angel, you need to be so careful, Angel. It does hit. Flashes out. Then no, the lantern's just not there for the Syndra. It pulls the Aphelios in instead. Leaves getting good damage. The Ambassador has still survived, though. And EDG walk into the fog of war, and they get absolutely blasted. ZDZ is into the play now. He also has an ultimate. Draw, the hero of this play, I suppose. There could potentially be big ultimate. Two-man gets a bit of a heal. The lanterns come through as well. Palkia trying to save them. But really, Angel, what did you expect? You were walking up to a bunch of...
Awesome, who's just coming out of base now. You've still got like flashes across the board for EDG down, but they're around the objective first, obviously, because it's the Baron Pit. Blue side is favored. Like less than 100 gold-ish. Now, some of these camps getting picked up, so that gold leads a bit more now, but so close in this early game. This is a breakout fight, though.
Oh,
if
Perugia got hooked,
lose here,
immediately getting bursted out. He's in trouble. Shockwave going down, but Perugia is dead. He does have the redemption in the back pocket if he wants to use it, and it looks like he will. And it will top everybody off. Care gets traded out. A 1-for-1 when the dust...
Should be Dragon over EDG. However, good one. Actually, able to walk in. EDG not feeling confident enough to start up. They've used some of these really crucial ults. We have no ult on Aphelios, no ult on Syndra, no ult on Aatrox, and we just want to go back to some farming.
Okay, hold on. All out, used. Grim Deliverance going to land, but ZDZ, this is not a fight that you're going to win against the Thornmail. Angel and Xiaohao coming in to save the day, and they do. The kill going to Angel.
On the bot side of the map here, taking this dragon, and that has been pinged out, but so far, EDG just getting the tower for free, and no answer from NIP. A little bit of an... They could answer this Drake, but pathing topside seems they're aware. NIP are going to take this. We just want to get some gold on our mid laner and give over the dragon.
It's so hard for NIP to be snappy on that because Guan wants to secure his topside jungle camps because...
It felt like EDG were going to be the ones to start at the Rift Herald. They came out topside, but watch this hook. Oh, just miss. TP in, though.
We have Zehen TPing behind. Angel, Scout of the Week, lands Flash Hook, lands onto the Blitzcrank, but here's Guwan. Shockwave lands onto two as they're chopping down Xiaohao. All out, takes him out, but the turnaround's onto Zhuo. He will fall. CDZ, the Grim Deliverance lands on nobody, and he's forced to flash away. Hoya's all out is running out soon. The dust settles. The Herald going to EDG in the back pocket of Leave.
Perugia here could look for a hook, but will be removed by the Slurkle of Awesome. There'll be a Herald in mid TP in, though. This is risky.
Hoya and Zhuo. Double TP coming through, so they're going to get their charge off. It's not going to do much more. I think this is a good response from NIP. Zhuo hunting around looking for a hook, but now you're not going to have that Rift Herald for a...
And Dragon is in a minute, so have enough time to get, full boots maybe, or some more components. Break open this mid tower if need be, and that will be the option here as Leave will take the lantern back and set up some control around this dragon. Even go Atacon.
Well, they're fading toward it. Mid control going to be really important here. Zhuo's going to get a big speed up, looking to probably land a hook onto somebody. Angel can't keep him away as the dragon is
misses.
Very low and will be secured for the side of EDG. And now they might look for a re-engage here. Angel trying to set up good ball control coming out from Care, just buying spaces. NIP is starting to get into this jungle, trying to push Xiaohao off as the push is now onto the mid lane. As EDZ is the only one there. Everybody on EDG has to back, so they will pick the dragon, but they will lose the turret in return.
They do also, NIP have control, so they can move up to this Atacon.
Level 13 right now, pretty big on the experience, almost a full level ahead of Leave. That is quite important, especially because Leave has really... NIP is going to get here 10,000 HP and dropping rapidly. Teleport going to come in from Hoya. ZDZ waiting for his opportunity. We're going to burger flip the Otacon, baby. It's the LPL, and it wouldn't be without it. Who's going to secure Otacon? 2,000 HP, 1,000 HP, taken by EDG, and here comes the fight. Care with a pretty big move, trying to get as much damage as he can. ZDZ on the back line, but he's caught by Guwon. He's trying to revive, and he will. On the other side, Leave takes out Hoya. Care in trouble. He can't escape. It's a double kill for Leave, and he is running after Guwon. He's got Calibrum, but he will not be able to tag him. A 2-0 for EDG, and they get the objective.
EDG say, Otacon throw, I've never heard of it. They start out the Otacon, great position.
And that's something we talked about in the pregame with Zahen, right? Is that, do you have the tools to be able to stop him? Oftentimes, teams are not winning when they are focusing him first, and that's exactly what happened for NIP. You have Blitzcrank knock-up? Other than that, it's got to be Hoya that's on him, but you need Hoya to get to Leave. It's just such a big problem for NIP as EDG secured their third dragon just a couple of moments ago. NIP going to take the aggressive route through mid. Public execution on to Leave. They're trying to get him out of there, but they don't have a way. Shockwave goes down, and they're able to take him out. Guwon, low but still alive, and look who's in the middle of the fight. Coming through, Grim Deliverance will take out Guwon. Shwo off to the side, has nowhere to go. Hoya's an all out, but he's all in, and he lost that hand. It's more kills for EDG. Angel flashing forward, trying to finish off Awesome, but he's just out of range, trying to skate around, but Scout of the Week's gonna be up real soon, and he will deem him weak.
You lose Leave, but NIP
doesn't have a kill in the ledger, but has created a lot of space this game. Underrated game out of him. After a rough start.
Yeah, it's ZDZ and Xiaohao this game providing that space and allowing both Leave, but mostly Angel, who's really come alive in this first game. Every Scout of the Week, every important one at least, has felt like it hit, and that was a concern. Are you hitting them? Well, Angel says, I'm hitting all of them.
Every single one. I guess NIP is just weak because he's scattering them. Let's see. So the siege is on. It is so difficult for NIP to try to break this. Meanwhile, over on the other side, Hoya trying to get that turret, but ZDZ takes mid tier 2. A public execution a couple moments ago did not land. So there's no good engage for NIP for the moment as Hoya. And this is not an equitable trade, guys.
No. It is an objective bounty. That feels good, but you're losing control of the top side. That's important because it's Soul in 1 minute and 50 seconds. They're going to break open this tower eventually. You've got 1 minute left on the Baron. Scout of the Week will hit Zhuo, but the mid wave's being pushed in too. You're losing a lot of map control here for NIP.
And they're just shredding these turrets. Hoya has to recall and has to link up with his team soon. Angel is getting a little low in the mana department. Middle inhibitor will fall. Zhuo still looking for an angle to try to land a hook on anybody. Leave really wants to link up with the rest of his team. He's in a bit of a scary spot. Xiaohao is the one who's hooked, and they're going to go all in trying to take him out. He's going to flash over the wall, but he gets caught with the shockwave, but he's still alive. Paruki and ZDZ trying to do their thing as Angel's ultimate went right onto Guwon, getting him low, but Parukia is caught. They will take the turret, but they will lose their support.
Nice trade here.
Especially because his build isn't super damage based here. Zhuo tried, but he failed. Public execution went onto Xiaohao as Guwon now needs to fight his way out of the corner. Leave is starting to free hit as ZDZ has joined the party and he's ready to go. He forces away Awesome. There's the Grim Deliverance. Guwon's in trouble, getting very low. He falls and Awesome is next on the menu. The shielding's not enough and the revive is there as Care can only run. The dragon has been started by EDG as Angel is looking to finish off. Hoya has gone into melee range of the Cassante and just doesn't give a damn. Zhuo is spotted out. Hook onto Hoya. He will be knocked down as well. And that should cap off the game here for EDG. ZDZ and Xiaohao pushing in with the Infernal Soul at their backs.
Just so much space being created by Z. He TPs into 4 people at the end there. And that'll be the game, Yanni. There's nothing NIP can do about these front lane.
Care will not be able to escape. Zhuo will go down. Guan will spawn and immediately head back into the fountain. EDG, this game was close.
Pick style, and it will be the Nautilus locked in. So both of these teams here having more of a front-to-back style than kind of the dive that we saw. Both
He's
teams
also heading back. This is just a chess match going back and forth. And it looks like he's not going to go for that crowd, but here we go. Zhuo goes in on top of Leave. There's the root. There's the hook, and Zhao Hao rewarded for his patience. First blood.
That is insane patience from
Checking
Zhao Hao.
on some of the carries right now. Leave, especially a large CS lead over Awesome. As Guan will secure the first grub. Zhao Hao is here and waiting. Hook goes down onto Zhuo. Here comes Care. Good bullet time over the top as they will get on top of Misfortune. Leave trying to get away. Will use the barrier but will not be able to survive as Guan lives through it. Angel wants to go in, but he couldn't land the charm and he falls next. Paruki is in trouble, but here comes Sion. Choo-choo, but he misses everybody.
Oh, no.
And Awesome's able to clean it up on the backside. Now ZDZ finds himself in the middle of 5. It's a disaster class for EDG as NIP wipe him away.
It's just disaster. Exactly how you put it. It's heartbreaking for EDG.
Not sure either. This paranoia is back up. So everybody has tools available. Zhuo is still level 5, so he is missing his ultimate. That could be big. Here's that paranoia as they're just going to take out Parukia very quickly, and now they're going to move it over to Leave, who flashes away, but he's got no barrier, and he will fall under his own turret. So the dragon to EDG, but 2 more for NIP.
Leave goes in. Look at Zhuo's positioning. He's ready for a block and this dive. It's coming up.
Zhuo. All right, Parukia, he's a little too far away, and they are going to dive. Angel does not have his ultimate and takes a rock to the face. And now Parukia is caught on an island. He's got to flash away as this turret is heated up. He's trying to do what he can to clear out these minions, but now it's reset, and you know they're going to go in for round 2. It's just a matter of who's going to give their life, trying to get the knock up onto Kara. It's Zhuo, the one who falls. Guan dies too. It's Parukia getting 2 kills in a 4v1.
And I still don't think it's worth it all. All 4 of them could die to Parukia there, and it doesn't feel good enough. You get the tower as well. Yes, it's a double kill for the support. Nautilus likes gold, sure, but he's really full build, basically. He's got his redemption.
His career, formerly on FPX, now on NIP. He was FPX's franchise player. Looking for more games like this out of him, especially against competition like Angel, right? You know, this is a guy that we did say, you know, he had a pretty solid 2025. We thought he would be on the lower end of mid laners over this year, but he ended up being closer to the mid tiers. Parukia's hook does not hit the wall, which means he is going to fall. He goes down. Teleport's going to come in and match each other. As Guan's got the shield on. Zhao Hao could find himself caught a little bit. He's going to hop over the wall, and they're pouring everything into ZDZ, forcing his flash away. NIP is just too strong right now.
I have to say as well, Zhuo this year, in 2025, has a 9% win rate on Rel across 11 games. This is a champion that Zhuo has not found success with this year so far.
Did you say 9?
Confident enough to go 9% win rate, yes, in 11 games.
Oof.
Yeah, but confident enough to go back towards it in a game like this and start the season off pretty strong. Obviously, it's Talia, a champion that needs to scale 2.5k up. And this is kind of my concern with Ari here. It's a champion that doesn't do well.
You don't necessarily have to do anything. You could just go into the mid lane and take that turret if you want, which it looks like NIP might be trying to do. They are going to drop the Rift Herald, but it looks like they want to move over and make a play. Here we go. We're going to go all the way in onto Angel here. Flicked in, and he's got to ult, but he can't get away. It's a solid bullet time out of Leave. There's that redemption coming down, trying to turn the fight whatever way you can, but Leave is dead, and EDG has to run for the hills, and ZDZ can't get out. It's another winning fight for NIP, a 3-for-1, and they're looking to make it 4 because Care just found Zhao Hao.
What a fight from NIP. The bullet time from Leave was really well played, all used on the jungler, and there's just so much damage remaining for NIP, and they clean up.
Picture in picture.
Back in live.
Yeah, Leave is dead again. 0-4-2, as this was not the game for EDG. NIP has been in their face after First Blood went to EDG and has been constantly keeping up the pressure mid-tier 2 will fall as the gold lead swells to a 6. And Rel, that is just so difficult to try to play into. You never get a chance to set your feet to really make an impact. I mean, look, he's on 1.5 items. The lights are going to go out. Guwon wants to try to find a way.
How do you get in here?
There's that redemption, but doesn't look like that ultimate's going to go down. Here we go. They're going to try to turn on the weak side here. It's Shuo, who's stunned up and immediately blown up. Now they're going to look to try to find Leave, who's cut off from the rest of his team. Angel goes in, but immediately has to go out. Guwon starting to get very low, but he lives through it, and Hoya's going to get on top of Angel on the other side. Perukia and Xiao Hao trying to do what they can. It's a 3v3, but ZDZ's got to flash away as Hoya's pretty damn healthy, and he says, I want more. Otacon trying to help out the side of EDG, but Hoya is chopping down ZDZ. He might be a tall oak tree, but he's knocked down anyway. As the Otacon will be tethered once again by NIP, they will look to secure it.
Zhuo, a mistake in this game. He hasn't really made any so far, but it doesn't matter. NIP all on the same page. We were talking at the start of this series, Yanni, about this being the story of the ADCs, but it actually hasn't been.
We're going to get their dragon. They're first of the game. We're going to have Baron come up in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. That might be the last opportunity that EDG will have to try to turn the tide a little bit here, unless he gets at the 6 item mark. And even if you do, turret right now, awesome, being well protected. Here's a Weaver's Wall, cutting everybody off. The Supreme Display of Talent doesn't do much. So it is another nice play here for NIP to spread it around to his teammates, his main carries. As Ari is misfortunate to combine 0, 9, and 3. Not the game for Angel or Leave. It's NIP trying to get into the jungle here. We have a teleport flank coming through. Here we go. Fight breaking out. Lights are out. Who's going to be home? Ari over the wall looking for that charm. Finds Kara. Meanwhile, Guwon going deep on the other side. Zhuo stunned up. Angel trying to get back with the rest of his team as Guwon is dead. Zhuo getting very low, but a good magnet storm as Angel has to try to fight away. But guess who is coming through? It's Hoya in a 3v1 on the backside, just trying to delay and buy time for his team. It is going to be good gold going over to Xiao Hao, and when the dust settles, it is a 2-for-1 in favor of EDG.
And EDG can just do this. They can threaten the Baron. Although NIP don't call the bluff. Or sorry, they do. They call it a bluff. And EDG have to take their base. It'll be 2 dragons apiece now. So pretty even on the objective side. But the gold lead's still in NIP's favor as they move back into the mid lane. Down tempo.
You have to think that this game state does favor EDG a little bit because NIP was up so much. And while they're not really closing the gap, it's not as bad as Xiao Hao was forced to flash away, gets pulled in. Supreme Display of Talent's pretty solid. ZDZ's on the back line trying to cause a problem as Woe's going to fall. There's a bullet time over the top. Kara's got to flash away, but he's in danger of going down himself. Knocked up, taken down. This is the fight that EDG wanted. Awesome's in trouble, and he will go down. It's Guwon, it's Hoya versus 4 members of EDG. It's only Hoya left now as Angel and the rest of EDG have wrestled control of this game back into their hands. That is an ace.
And Baron, EDG are getting Baron in this game, are going to be up gold. And remember, this is crucial because the 2 dragons earlier, EDG will be on the front foot for the first time in this game in a long time. Baron on 5. And look at the summoner spells of dead.
All right, we've got Hoya up on the
LPL
top side
gold
trying
graph.
to take top tier 2. There's a hook coming down onto Zhuo. Perukia maybe have gone a little bit too far, and he's taken down. Zhuo will survive. We got an ultimate out of ZDZ
Double
as well,
TP.
and TP's from behind. This is an absolute disaster. They are going to be able to find the Nocturne, but Hoya is causing problems and Leave is dead. Angel is late to the fight. Kara's gone golden, but it's the only way he could try to save this one. They're able to find a kill, but ZDZ ends up falling. It's Xiao Hao and Angel with the dead body of ZDZ trying to do whatever he can to help. One more charge for Angel, but he looks like he won't be able to get it. Good job there by NIP. Disaster to kick things off. Gold leads back with NIP. Here comes the teleport. ZDZ joining the party. Comes the Weaver's Wall. It's going to cut off Xiao Hao from the rest of his team. Angel looking to relink back with his team. He's got his flash available. Dragon down, 4,000 HP. Lights are out. Let's see who's home. They're going to get right on top of Xiao Hao and immediately blow him up, and that means bad news for the side of EDG. They're going to cut and run. ZDZ getting engaged on. Angel hops over the wall, but Awesome is able to mark him. Dragon secured for NIP. It puts them on soul point.
Max health damage. It does so much. Guwon not spotted here. but is aware of where EDG is. Baron spawns in just 10 seconds, and NIP still with control. This is similar to what we saw before, but will they overextend? Hoya spotted out now. Xiaohao's chasing, but we're going to be able to find anything. Baron has spawned.
And he lost his
NIP
Edge of Night. Hang
have
on,
control,
wait, they're
nice
going
shove.
all in on ZDZ. They're throwing everything at him. He has to ult away. He is also flashless. It's very important coming into this next fight. He will have teleport to rejoin, but it's a big engage tool gone.
It is also Magnastorm down for Zhuo, so that's a huge engage tool on NIP's side that's down, but Blue Orb will be used.
an
How much
aggressive
vision do
teleport.
EDG have left up?
All right, Angel trying to look for his flank. Zhuo is the one who gets hooked. Hoya is charmed up, but they burst out Perukia. Angel chunk. There's a bullet time, but it's not doing as much damage as you'd expect. It chunks everybody. Supreme Display of Talent lands. Xiao Hao on top of Care, trying to finish him off. Backside, Hoya doesn't survive. Care will go golden and live. In the end, it is a 2
In here from Care to rejoin after health comes back, and EDG are just going to have to give this up. They know that this is there's a possibility. Instead, they're just going to get some bot control, push out some waves, and maybe, hopefully...
From the time that they got the Baron, they are the ones to start up the Dragon. 8,000 HP pretty immediately. Care shoves in a big mid-wave and is looking for a good angle to split up the team with that Weaver's Wall. 7,000 HP, but it's staying there for the moment. Perukia goes in. Big flash. Bullet time. Immediately gets somebody into GA, and they are surrounding Guwon, but Guwon gets out. Zhuo goes in. Big Magnastorm. Angel's in trouble. He goes golden, but guess what? EDG's falling apart at the seams. Awesome will fall. The flick is there. Care with a huge fight. Awesome picks up 3, and NIP will force game 3.
They'll get the soul and this second game, Yanni. The wall from Care was great. It split off Xiao Hao so much. Yes, the Supreme Display of Talent was great, but EDG just couldn't pull it together at the end of this second game.
What a, I guess, stabilization here for the side of NIP, because they were winning. Champion. Okay, so it's going to be the Nico that you're going to be protecting with the Galio ultimate. W Nara coming through. Leave trying to show.
Got 10 seconds to decide. Looks like right now could get cut off, actually.
Okay, this is very similar to what we saw in game 1 with this sort of invade. Here we go. Taunt coming down on a couple members. Guwon's in a little bit of trouble. Leave is free hitting. But he fails his flash. Leave failed his flash. Now the turn is going to be on to Care, who is going to maybe walk out here. He is on the wrong side of the tracks. Meanwhile, Awesome will be able to leave. Angel's the one who gets the kill. It could have been
Watch these two junglers on the same carry lethality jungler path out and try to outsmart each other.
Okay, there's a Zenith Blade going down here as Awesome's going to be the target. Zhuo trying to move out. Xiao Hao and Angel moving down there, trying to do what they can to get Xiao Hao back in the game. And that's one way to do it. He gets his first kill, and now he's going to want to try to move in. Perukia moving up as well. There's on the way pings as Xiao Hao's trying to get his lick back.
Dragon over just because of the public execution used. I mean, right now, with Leona in the top side, who else is able to land onto the back line? No one really. We have that combo that we were talking about earlier in game because of the Rumble and the Galio. I think the taunt into Equalizer is great, but NIP...
Here we go.
Careful.
Zhuo in trouble. Perukia not fooled, and it will be the kill going over to Leave, and Feet of Warfare for EDG. Being quite low. Public execution is going to be available if he wants it. NIP heading toward this top side, though. They want to move in, try to force Xiao Hao away. Meanwhile, Leave is just getting free time on this turret.
That's terrifying. We're going to go for a dive. This has to work out.
All right, ZDC on an island. He sees Care. He sees Guwon. Xiao Hao coming through.
Late.
So is Perukia. He's looking to Hex Flash forward. We're going to find a target on public execution. Lands onto Care. And Care has been CC'd. Zhuo is coming through. Pop Blossom is there, but it only lands onto one. Galio on top of a big shockwave coming through from Angel, but he's missing a lot of mana. And it's NIP winning the fight. Angel is caught between a rock and a hard place. He's forced to flash over the wall. And Awesome's going to follow him, but he's not going to be able to clean up these kills. Meanwhile, Xiao Hao, a little ring around the rosy with a flash, means that he is on his way out. It is Zhuo coming through here. He's just got to land this route, and he does. He is the one who claims the kill onto Xiao Hao. NIP, a big infusion of gold in their pockets.
They had to make that play work out. Lead gauge here from ZDZ, but Zhuo and Care. The circle comp works out with the same target as ZDZ was going on. They were both going on Care, I believe. They could have maybe insta-killed him. That fight doesn't look the same. Maybe they don't get the flash out of Guwon, but the fight looks a little bit more together. EDG, got to be careful here. They look like they're going for a dive.
On an island. Yeah, oh yeah, they're going to... Wait, hold on. He's sliding out. He will finally fall. The turret will fall on top of it. NIP making a very nice team-oriented play to try to even up the goal.
This does mean that instead, this is like... I feel like I'm correct saying this. I've never before seen a triple Infernal Soul series. We've had 3 Infernal Souls in a row. Someone check if that's allowed.
Shockwave Care. He can't escape. The taunt is out, but Angel wisely standing out of the taunt range. Does not matter. Angel will pick up the kill.
From NIP, they know this dragon is gone. They're trying to defend the top tower, so the mid tower maybe, but we are going for this top dive.
CDC in a lot of trouble here. Here comes Zhuo. They're going to drop the Pop Blossom and throw everything at ZDZ and take him out. Meanwhile, we're going really deep. Parukia a little bit too far. They're going to get another charge off of this Rift Herald, and EDG says, thank you, we will take 2. Can't quite find Guwon.
Funny, it looks a bit goofy. He goes too far, but they get a whole lot on the side. Oh, this is a risky TP. Angel has to back away from the tower because Zhuo's behind him.
He's got Shockwave. And see if he wants to use it. There it is, dropping it down, trying to take out Zhuo, but he can't do so, and Hoya is so strong, and Angel just realized that the hard way as he goes down, and now we're teleporting to a destroyed turret. ZDZ in the middle of a 1v4. He finds Hoya, looking for Zhuo next, but can't quite get there. It's Bedlam all over the Rift, J. Beto. Break it down.
And if Leave is able to get that Infinity Edge, it's going to be a ridiculously hard fight for NIP. The gold lead on Hoya, however, has not eased up at all.
Leave a little too far up. And it's a flash for flash, but guess what? He goes down anyway.
That's a huge mistake.
Taking a shock blast to the mouth. And remember, we talked about it so many times. Leave would have the game on his team's shoulders in 2025, and a critical mistake. And it happens again here, J. Beto. Otacon started for NIP.
Leave is faking pressure there, but NIP call the bluff. EDG have to walk in here. They don't want to give up Otacon. No ult on Nico. Can we engage for NIP? Or EDG looks like they might just want to give this away. It's going to reset, actually.
Resetting. Listen, a good shockwave with these shock blasts coming in from Jace could mean good things for EDG. Yeah. And it looks like a big chunk of damage onto Zhuo with no
I think about it, and the more that I'm seeing it in game, I think this is my new favorite Orianna pairing, but Dragon has spawned here. We trading?
ZDC. They might. Well, they're not, actually. ZDZ's public execution.
Oh, nice flash.
And he's caught. Yeah, perfectly timed flash by ZDZ to escape the clutches of Guwon. But again, we're starting to see this Otacon get started up. Teleport coming in from Hoya. Everything is dark. ZDZ does have his teleport available. They're clearing out some wards. Paruki is going to walk up. 5,000 HP and dropping Zhao Hao. He's not anywhere nearby. Leaf says, I must start the fight. Paruki goes in on priority target, but Guwon is still alive. It allows time for EDG to get in. Meanwhile, Leaf is taking it to Hoya on the side and wins the fight, but it's a 1-for-1 in the end. Otacon secured for the side of NIP, and they're starting to run over here. Awesome's got a triple kill, and it's going crazy. Zhao Hao is in trouble, running away, will survive, but NIP a huge win.
EDG, no public. It doesn't look like it at all. NIP feel like they've completely gone onto the same page as they try to break open this bot lane tier 2, this inner turret, as ZDZ will get a top tier 1, but NIP seem unconcerned.
Well, for EDG, Guwon has a small gold lead and a very pretty scoreline. Awesome after those 3 kills. Now has a gold lead for himself as they are sieging. The bot tier 3 is gone. The inhibitor is exposed.
In Demacia Cup, this is a team that, is a tough matchup for you, but you want to be, contesting first seed. Looks good.
Yeah, you're going to have to win.
They just opted to take the dragon. EDG know that this is only sole point they're losing. Care. Job protecting this mid lane inhibitor as NIP finish up the Drake and start moving over.
Turret's going to fall, but they're not going to hold on to it because Zhuo is nearby. Recall's coming through for the side of NIP, so EDG got that tier 3 turret, what they wanted, but can't get more.
Baron in 20 seconds, Yanni. Guwon hasn't reset the health bar from both these Jaces. There's a little chip down. All of this poke matters so much here.
Okay, it's the fake Whoa. Here's an equalizer over the top. It's good damage onto EDG. This is a big problem. And Shwo, once in, his flash is available.
They're going to get chased.
You can tell he's waiting.
They
He already
can't get
used
out.
his heal. Yes, they're getting corralled. Here comes Shwo over on the side. EDG are completely cut off as Hoya and Care one apiece. Hoya flashes forward, gets stunned up. Shockwave doesn't land on him because he goes golden EDG. Oh, they are inverted. They are inverted. They're away from their side of the map right now. And NIP is just trying to keep them around.
Care has flash. I was waiting for him to go over the wall, but NIP can't quite find the sandwich well enough. EDG around the Baron.
A lot of recalls coming out here as it looks like EDG will be off the hook for the moment. But no, they cancel them. They cancel these recalls because Care's teleport is coming in. They think that EDG has backed all the way off, but that may not be the case. Zhuo is the one who starts up the Baron, and now it's time for things to happen. Angel, teleport available. 10 seconds till that shockwave comes through. Awesome, taking a big chunk as the Baron is trying to whittle down NIP. Care,
look at
once again,
flank.
trying to come through on the side, on the flank, to cut off EDG. ZDZ, keeping everybody at arm's length as the rest of EDG is behind the Baron pit, once again inverted. Need to find a way back to their side of the map. And
he's invisible here.
He's got a teleport available. He might have to TP to the wave. Leave already got chunked out. Hoya defended well. ZDZ very low. Another equalizer goes down, and it's Leave and ZDZ. The one's getting chunked. Perukia looking to turn around, but ZDZ ran out of space and will finally fall. Meanwhile, we have Awesome looking to take a recall here. Not Awesome, I'm sorry. Leave taking a recall. He's hanging around the back of the pit, but they're going to go all in on him with the Galio on top of it. They found the 80 carry for EDG, and it's Awesome the one getting the kill, as EDG will not have a chance to go for this Baron. They're going to try. They're going to stay in the area. There's a shockwave available for Angel. ZDZ up in 10, but has no teleport.
It's so hard to get in. NIP are just so patient.
EDG, Angel specifically, looking for an opportunity. Zhuo shoved all the way off, but it's another equalizer. Perukia forced away, and Angel and Xiao Hao can't do it. It's Baron secured for NIP and a 7,000 gold lead for them. That means that EDG can't get to the rest of them. Leave taking a big chunk, and so is Care.
It's the patience from NIP. They're so patient. EDG feel the choke on this game.
Yeah, they had to make a play, and it's got to be on to Care. Everybody is thrown at him. They will get him, but that means the middle inhibitor will fall. 24 seconds until this dragon is up. EDG will have a man advantage.
No TP for Care. He does have ult. He will be able to join if the fight goes long enough. If the dragon is stalled out, NIP have been so patient in this game. Still down so much gold.
That may be true. And you may have lost the middle inhibitor, but it does quell the Baron from NIP.
Very map-focused game. It's a game about map control and vision. No TP wards for NIP to flank with this Galio. Baron has spawned.
Look at Shwo! Look at
big!
He found the carries! Equalizer on top! He takes out Leave and says goodnight to EDG! Teleport coming in! ZDZ in the thick of everybody, but the health is starting to get low, and he's still alive! Angel's gotta go golden. ZDZ save the game! Xiao Hao over the side as well! Care trying to protect his jungler! ZDZ shields are enough! It's a
my God!
For Care! Xiao Hao is still alive somehow, some way. Angel, you see Awesome on the way to this dragon right now. Guwon is still leaving the base.
NIP, no.
Okay, this is going to be Baron secured for EDG, and they said, we're going to go topside. We are giving up the dragon. We are looking for the push, the temporary power. EDG says, we need to end the game with this.
Yeah, NIP no. Guwon's not around. EDG secure the Baron, but that is Infernal Soul for NIP. If EDG cannot win in the next 2.5 minutes, NIP are so much stronger with this Soul as they push in. They get the mid tower, so the top tower, and ZDZ pushing in the mid lane.
Boy, his equalizers have been pretty damn good this game. He's going to need another one. Zhuo, he's going to be flashless. It's going to be much harder to get a good quality Pop Blossom off. Remember, this middle inhibitor was exposed from that earlier push onward. The fake Nico coming in. EDG still paying respects. Care over on the side. He's got a blast
angle
plant
is good
to take it for a taunt. I really like this angle, especially because Leave is nearby. You can already see he's trying to angle himself a little bit better. He's spotted
Spotted.
immediately on top of Leaf. He's going to land the taunt. Here we go. Awesome all the way in. Leaf gets caught again. He stands tall for a while, but ends up falling. Perukia getting bursted out. Xiao Hao is in, but here comes Care trying to protect his carry. Awesome has to deal with ZDZ, and ZDZ is trying to chop away at him. He's in his Guardian Angel, but it's Xiao Hao taking out a big threat. It's Awesome, the only one alive, but he eats a shock blast. That's it. EDG comes all the way back and wins the set 2-1.
EDG pull it back from the brink. They win an amazing fight. Guwon's and it will be for these teams. I have to say, and I don't. These drafts look a level above what we just watched.
Out of the LPL, so we'll see if some of the support players have recovered. Junjia is here for an early play, flashes forward, and Zika is dead. It's just a matter of who's going to pick up the kill. Junjia will get that one for first blood. Xiaohu, a little bit of trouble here. Won't be able to walk away as JJ is going to look to walk down Hongq as an assist to his credit so far in this game. And he's going to hop on Elk because he thinks Elk is alone, but Erha is going to quickly show up. Xiaoshu is level 6. He's going to flash on Elk. Barrier is gone.
Very nice pickup here in the top lane after this lane swap has been completed. And Xiaoshu, careful. Don't go too far forward here. Getting some nice grasp stacks. And there's a Malphite on the way, though.
I went from one way to the other way. He turns around onto Erha, but he's not able to clean him up. No flash available. Going to drop the unstoppable force right on his head. And not the kill score up at 1. Shockwave down on the mid lane as Xiaohu recognized away from this. Junjia sitting in the tries. They are going to get this shove in. They're going to look to deny Elk, who has no summoners. He is level 6 right now. Erha going to go in, trying to do what he can to stop this. Elk going to dash away, but a good hold on the ultimate. Junjia whiffs it, though. Elk getting chased down. Here comes Jeje. Doesn't have quite too many ways to get over. Will be able to help out here and take out Junjia. But now it's Xiaoshu down to below half HP. Jeje throwing the cheese wheel at him. It'll be blocked up by the Brahma 1-for-1 when the dust settles.
Man, it's a good kill onto Elk, sure.
Not landing was the big difference between it being a 1-for-0 and a 1-for-1 and losing the objective.
Flash over the wall from Jeje to keep going, and Junjia falls down. It is unfortunate. If that was maybe the support. Hold on.
Nice flash there by Gala.
Oh, nice flash.
Means that Xiaohu is very dead. That's Feet of Warfare going over to JDG as it looks like.
And no item Kaiser. At this point in the game, full item finished for Junjia.
Here we go. Zika going in onto Gala here. Pulled in. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. Zika is the one who gets the kill. Vampire trying to run away as Junjia going to land the root. Trying to just keep his support upright. That's one way to get gold into... Yeah, and I can understand why Weibo Gaming isn't going to try to break this, right? Because even if you do that, that shows that this game would potentially go a little bit later. JDG could potentially step up a little bit too far. Rough go at it after that first play that went so well. 93 CS, the only champion in the game outside of the supports that does not have 100 CS or more, but he's looking for this kill onto Zika. Here's that Grim Deliverance coming down, but they are able to get the job done. Junjia helping out his top laner.
He's going to do so much to this tower, and that'll just even up the lane completely.
Very, very nice stuff. A breath. They have decided that they don't want any part of this. I think this is very wise by Weibo Gaming because they can take out a turret and get some big early...
Both teams feel strong. They want to scrap.
All right, Erha trying to take control of this banana brush as the dragon down to below 7,000 HP as Elk is getting time to free hit. Xiaoshu will be the weak part of the pincer here as Junjia is going to drop his ultimate down. JJ going in, but that ultimate did not quite land. Dragon secured for Weibo Gaming. Zika is over on the side all alone, and now they're going to attack the weak side of the flank. Xiaoshu going to be able to head to his side of the map as Zika is going to get to the blast plant and regroup with the rest of Weibo Gaming. So they do find themselves a kill. Xiaohu walking a little bit far forward, tagged up by the Braum. But JDG are very afraid of pushing for more. Instead, Gala will get good damage on this tier 1 turret as Erha is taken quite low.
JDG just can't find their in here. Junjia tries to walk in, but is blocked, unfortunately, and Dragon goes over to Weibo. JDG will be able to get this tower, though.
They're certainly
Worried about Shockwave.
working down. There's that Shockwave going
There it
on
is.
to Honkyu. He was targeted by the turret. This turret will fall over the wall as Elk, but he gets blown up. JDG forced their way down mid lane.
It's only Honkyu caught by the Shockwave, and he holds Flash up. Weibo trying to cancel some bases. Will spot Vampire, but we should be fine. That is a very courageous base from Honkyu. I like to think that he was just staring in the eyes of Jeje and said, "You're not going to kill."
On an island, JJ showing up, does have that unstoppable force. Everybody on JGG on the way. The wave is just about gone. Teleport coming in. They throw everything they got at Honkyu and they take him down.
Did Jeje take any damage there? I'm not sure, but JDG on the chase.
All right, teleports are coming in. Zahen is going to land in the middle of 4 members. This is a little bit awkward for JDG. They are going to burn the Grim Deliverance now. Rift Herald going to get put down in the middle of this fight. As good damage coming out from Gala, starting to chunk people out. Zika is going to hop in the Rift Herald, look for some knockups, but he's going to turn, tail, and run.
Put down maybe for an engage, but despite being down,
they're the ones starting it up. Gala said, hey, let's do it. Junji is like, yeah, man, I'm in. Honkyu is taking a long walk back right now, but there are Hex Gates available. Vampire going to try to play up front here. Remember, no unstoppable force for Jeje. That is a big opportunity for Engage gone. Otacon down, 3,000 HP and getting lower. JJ is going to walk in, but secured by Vampire. Now let's see if Weibo Gaming are going to be able to chase down to JDG for the moment. Zhao trying to get close, big pull in there from Zika Shockwave, but Gala flashes away. Zhao Shu trying to get to the rest of his team. Big Mag! Oh! That's the play that Weibo needed, but JDG are holding their ground well enough. Glim Deliverance, and on the back line is Zika. It's Elk picking up the pieces. The fight that Weibo needed. Zika ends up falling as his fight coming out from Weibo Gaming. The fight that they needed. Their team fight is so strong. Now a little bit of a shot in the arm for them. See what they're able to do here. In this next fight, Dragon going to be started up by the side of Weibo Gaming. Looks like JDG is not interested.
Yeah, JDG have 2. And after losing that fight, they do not feel comfortable walking into the Kai'Sa that I believe has the 3-item upgrade. I'm pretty sure Blasting Wand and Fiendish Codex is 100 AP. I'm pretty sure that gives you W upgrade, so... with Rageblade. So it should be full abilities upgraded for Elk under the tower.
Going right at each other, playing a very close game, 2 very different comps.
But for JDG, it's a lot more slow and methodical that their fights need to be, right? With Vampire holding up the shield and putting passive on people, allowing Gala and Honkyu to hit. They don't have a massive burst damage. Hold on, nice catch.
Zika could be in trouble. There's many teleports coming through. He is going to have the revive, and it's going to get popped. Junji is very low and out of nowhere. It's Jeje to knock him down, and all of a sudden, Xiaoshu finds himself in a 3v1. He thought it was going to be a 3v2, and Xiaohu on Xiaoshu violence, and the pings are on toward the Baron for Weibo.
Dark map for JDG.
Well, I think that could be the straw that broke the camel's back, Jay Beto. Weibo Gaming. Engaging. They have to be up a little bit closer. Maybe have to use a little bit more vision tricks. But as long as the ball is on him, it shouldn't be all that much of a problem. They are 3-2ing right now. 3 members of Weibo strong in this mid lane. Looking to break down this tower as best they can. 2 members on the bottom side. It's both of the solo laners working that one down. More gold to Weibo.
As the tier 2 falls, the Dragon's only 30 seconds away, but Weibo still have a minute and a half of this Baron. They don't really care about the Dragon setup right now. They want more towers. They want to break open the base.
All right, there's so many opportunities here. Remember, they've got these great tools to start any fight, and JDG are very well aware they are giving up as much as they are able without actually losing the game. This inhibitor is going to fall, and that's going to be super minions going into the scaling carries of JDG. So
yeah,
Weibo Gaming are going to have to take advantage at some point to ensure that you're not giving too much to JDG. But I don't think they're too worried about it right now. It's still 7,000 gold lead for the moment, Jay Beto.
This will be 3 Hextech Drake Soul Point. And if, yes, you are worried about the XP going to JDG, for sure, some of the gold and losing out. Weibo, control on the map 18 seconds before this Baron wears off.
Okay, there's the shockwave
Over the
down.
wall, wow.
Junjia immediately blown up. See you later. And Weibo Gaming with a member advantage. 5 seconds left on the Baron. It is going to expire. Looks like they're going to send Elk to this top wave and start working up there next.
With Junjia dead, that's a lot of the engage from JDG gone. I mean, you're really relying on Xiaoshu getting a counter-strike in. Vampire can't really engage on the Braum, and Weibo have all the tools to push forward, and they don't even need to. They're just going to push in the wave, hold the wave here in front of the tower, and get this last remaining inner turret.
He's dancing!
The JDG
He's
have
dancing!
standing up. He is so confident. That's insane.
He said honk you, more like honk shoe, because I'm sleeping in front of you right now. As the top inhibitor turret will fall. Weibo Gaming are taking everything from JDG right now. Gonna leave the base with 2 inhibitors down. Will JDG let them walk out? I think not. Xiaoshu says it's my time to go in, but he gets turned around on Junjia all the way in, blowing up 2 key members, and Weibo Gaming are reeling on the back foot. Junjia uses ult to get away, but he cannot escape, and now it's gonna be Zika, gonna be the next target. He will fall. JDG punish the overstay of Weibo Gaming. And the last couple of fights, wasn't really able to convert his lead to his laners, but has bought them some time, some more time to scale. But remember that this dragon looms in 2 minutes on here and force Weibo out of the mid lane. Meanwhile, the Baron looks to have been started up. They do a lot of damage to it. Elk is shredding this. Zika trying to do what he can to keep everybody away. Xiaoshu going over into the Hex Gate. Baron secured for Weibo Gaming, but it's Erha and Zika in a lot of trouble. Meanwhile, the other side of the fight, Weibo Gaming's got to run and run fast. Elk is going to try to stand his ground as Honkyu's trying to get close. He goes golden, but Xiaohu doesn't have anything to do. Elk to the backside, trying to make a hero play, but he's stunned up and taken down as JDG are taking it to Weibo. Xiaohu's got to flash away. Erha hops over the wall, and there's nothing left for Weibo. They lose 2 members. It's a 2-for-1, but the Dragon is up in 30 seconds, and they do still have the Baron.
Oh, they'll lose this Nexus tower, so right now, and JDG TP, and they want this.
Zika will have his teleport, but Elk is not up for 5 more seconds, so Weibo will just let this go. 6 dragons.
This mid tower, Xiaoshu says, not right now, but Weibo put some numbers into the mid lane and push in with this wave. They will be able to break open this first tower. JDG, what's their response? Junjia is on the flank.
This is a really good flank. Nobody sees him right now. Steve, he's going to be the one to try to make a play. Instead, he elects to back all the way off right now. Middle inhibitor being worked down. Xiaoshu taking care of that top wave. You only have 1 turret left standing if you're JDG.
Baron, because if Weibo gets sold, they can sustain through JDG's Baron. JDG approaching through the bot lane here. Getting some vision. Gala moves forward onto Zika.
Zika's forced to flash away. Does not get tagged by the Braum by that Orate Rush, but now Xiaoshu's completely alone, and Elk flies in. They
that's
attack
huge.
the lone member of JDG, and they are looking to push and end the game. Zika is not going to be able to cancel anybody's backs here, and here we go. Honkyu trying to hold the line, clear out the wave. Gala pushing forward, slowing up Xiaoshu. JJ is here. No shockwave available, but you still have the ultimate out of JJ. Junjia hanging around the dragon while Zika is the one who started it up. He's down to about half HP as the rest of JDG is on the way. They're going to have to fight down a man. They've been on the back foot all game. Can they find a way to the front foot? Junjia looking to find a way in as Vampire getting tagged up by the Void Seeker out of Kaisa. 6,000 HP and dropping. They've got vision on it. Arrow coming from the backside. It's taken by Weibo, secured by Elk, and now they're going to fall like dominoes. Junjia dies. It's Honkyu. It's Gala, cut off by Erha, and Honkyu, despite the flash, will not be able to survive. He gets 1 on the backside. He goes golden himself. Doesn't find Elk, almost does. Xiaoshu is now spawned, but I fear it is too little too late, Jay Beto. Weibo looking to push to end.
The inhibitors break open. It's incredible macro from Weibo. They know JDG can walk in bot side, so they go for the end. Make JDG base. Now they've got Hex Tech Soul 4 versus 2.
Both turrets are still up, but Jeje is so tanky. He's just walking at Gala menacingly and drops the ultimate down. And it's Xiaoshu against the world. And those odds are not in his favor. He goes golden to buy time for Vampire to try to save the day. Shields up. Xiaoshu's still alive despite everything. But there's no turrets. He falls. And Weibo Gaming survive the scaling of JDG and take game.
A little bit before. It's just the best blind pick in the game, in my opinion. And it's not even blind this game. Zika just says, yeah, just pick me Scion. I'm on Scion. You do this game. You guys carry me. But it will be the Poppy in the support and take some really good fights around, 30 minutes or so and survive this early game. They want to fight. Wow.
We're going right after JJ here, and I like this because this is where you're on even footing for right now. It's first blood going over to Honkyu. Now Erha is going to take a couple of rocks to the back as Gala and Elk are going head to head, and Elk is flashing away, but Gala's trying to run him down. A couple more auto attacks are going to do it. One more, maybe. No! He lives on a
to kill Scion, and even then, it's going to take a long time to get through him. Weibo. Don't want to leave open these grubs.
One grub taken away. Honkyu on the way here. Able to hit shove with the seismic shove. Erha and Jeje in the area, but Gala is here first. It's going to be a 4v3. Roots down on a Vampire, hit up against the wall. Junjia going in. That ultimate, that golden eclipse wasn't enough to really turn the fight. Xiaohu is going to fall next. Jeje is going to be the next target, and he falls too. JDG take out Weibo and are going to secure every single grub.
I'm often surprised when these, no setup shoves get hit. Oh, Honkyu.
The step back is a big problem. He will flash away, but Xiaohu will take him out.
He spotted on a ward, and Junji is just able to get this Drake for free.
I don't know if they have a way to put their foot down, Jay, but they just don't. They have no control over most of the waves right now. Anytime an objective is starting, it's Honkyu and Xiaohu in the mid lane that are battling over control of the wave and keeping it relatively even. I mean, Gala
Honkyu just the whole time chipping away at this tower. Will get the first tower for himself. That's first.
This game may have passed you by. Remember that JJ does have that subjugation. So we're going to go in, try to get stuns off the throwing everything they can at Junjia.
He's alive.
But he lives through it, and Erha's in trouble, but Honkyu got caught on the wrong side of the fight. Erha flashes away, but he will fall. It's a 1-for-1 for now.
Look at the flash situation, though, for Weibo. Really strong. So a little bit too far forward here for JDG, but the fact that that's a 1-for-1 as well, yes, Weibo will get the Herald, but they're losing this bot tower. You're never getting anything for free in this game.
This is a good response by JDG and something that we saw top 8 teams do last year. AL was very, very good at this sort of thing. So Xiaoshu taking that turret, getting that extra gold. Gala is way up in the face of Zika right now. A little too over-aggressive. But this dragon is up. Junjia did not take a recall. Vampire got blasted on the wrong side with that blast cone. We'll be able to walk away. Honkyu, great job. Elk can't escape Junjia. Honkyu and Junjia linking up, but Junjia falls. Knockup is there. Jeje's in trouble, and he's going down next. Zika in the thick of things, but he's got to flash out. Xiaohu will be able to walk away after getting good damage onto JDG. It's a man advantage.
We scale way better than Weibo does. We'll give one Drake over. We don't even really want Chemtech.
They might not.
It's not that great on this comp anyway.
Honkyu is here, and he does have that Weaver's Wall to break things up. Junjia in the pit right now, just hanging out. Gala taking a little bit of damage. Weaver's Wall puts him on the wrong side. No, it's reflected by Xiaohu. This is a big, big deal. Vampire is very low, in trouble. Xiaoshu all out on the backside, completely alone, but this dragon is not getting low enough. Vampire is already gone, but Weibo Gaming dropped the Drake. It's JDG who are on Soul Point.
Where they should be on, because that was so easy from JDG. I mean, they wall, it gets reflected by Xiaohu. Sure, it's a bit of a whatever reflect. But then Xiaoshu just ults Jeje away from the Drake, and Weibo forget about it, it seems. They're so busy dealing with the Cassandra that doesn't even die. They'll get the bot tower, they'll do some damage here. Oh, no.
Immediately stuffs Jeje. Was it really worth the crash?
I'm going to say that's a big fat no. We've seen a lot of breakout fights over Atacon tonight. JDG will be able to break open this mid tower. And
Gala's got a
actually
flash.
has to flash away. Whoa.
Okay, wait, Honk.
Weaver's wall.
Weaver's wall, but the... Oh! It's the triangle. The Bermuda
that's an
Triangle,
interaction.
because JDG's about to go missing. Honku is dead. Vampire very, very low. The headbutt to just stop Erha, but Vampire still trying to walk away, trying desperately to escape, but he cannot dodge Elk's arrow. Xiaoshu, very healthy, but still taking a bit of damage on the way out. Could be an opportunity for Weibo Gaming to take this Otacon. Insight for this one. Erha's the first one to show up, but with 2,000 HP. He's finished his boots. All right, JDG hovering around this mid lane here. Weibo Gaming does not want to give up the positioning that they've worked so hard to get. Elk just trying to do what he can, firing arrows over the wall. Dragon is now spawned, as Weibo Gaming are continuing to hold the line over on this bottom brush here in the mid lane. Xiaoshu has to dash away as the pillar was put down. Junjia looking for an angle. The vault breaker over the wall. The dragon's been started up by JJ. Redemption going to go down. Healing up Vampire, topping off Junjia. JDG are going to look to walk back in. Vampire chunked out again, but he still has his ultimate. He's got a flash as well to be able to try to make an impact play. Seismic shove onto Zika. They're just whittling down the Scion for right now. Not too much return damage here as Junjia is now caught in the back of the pit. There's that Poppy ultimate. Keeper's verdict. Not going to land. Look at the back. It's Xiaoshu on top of Elk. Elk's all alone. He's going to need somebody to help him out real soon as the Alistar goes down to the rest of Weibo Gaming trying to help. The pillar is there, and it means Elk can escape out the back door. But this dragon is secured by JDG. JJ will fall. Xiaoshu on Xiaohu violence, and Elk is surrounded in the blink of an eye. JDG, a 4-for-1.
Weibo are doing what their comp does. They're poking, but they just can't get through this Cassante. They can't find the poke onto crucial members before LDR's finished, but should be relatively soon. But I mean, Weibo just have no business being anywhere on the map right now. Erha has had not the best game on Poppy, but here we go.
They have to try. Junjia is able to get over the wall. Vampire, though, stands tall, and JJ will fall. Zika going to be the next target as the Weaver's wall cuts him off from everybody else on his team. It's a double kill for Gala, and it's merely a formality that the Baron will be started by JDG.
Yeah, it exactly feels like that. It feels like par for the course at this point, Yanni. JDG will start the Baron up. Jeje's dead. Weibo feel like they have some business being here, but I think JDG would like a word with you as Weibo will walk away, but that'll be Baron on 5. And the door is basically super strong, just a bit of a rough game. And it is tough, right? You're against a Talia, that's fine, but JDG with Baron, they don't even need to base, they're just moving forward.
Erha's denials weren't great, but Vampire was really the one to set the tone with that level 1 play. It just felt like from that moment on, JDG had all the confidence in the world, and they're knocking on the door. Mid inhibitor turret has fallen. Top inhibitor turret is going to be next as the rest of JDG move over. Erha getting engaged on with that exhaust as well. Root is down, but it just doesn't matter. They throw everything and can't do anything. Can Weibo Gaming, the inhibitor in the top side, going to go down next as JDG continue to push.
Trying in here, it's tough for Weibo. The Baron enhanced minions are moving in against 5, and you're completely outscaled.
Redemption just to top everybody off as both Nexus turrets are under siege. First one down to about 50% health. Zika is so low right now, just trying to hang around. Elk trying to get the poke in, but it's not doing anything. Junjia is just going in straight toward Elk as they're looking to finish this game off, and Weibo Gaming are getting knocked down. JDG are going to force game 3.
And it just feels like tying the bow here in this siege because the game was well and true.
After Pop Blossom, you know we have the potential to have 4 of 1 champion in one game.
4 Yunaras. I'm not sure about that.
Too many Yunaras to do. Gala already backing off here. Vampire up a little bit far. JJ is going to elect to not go the long way around. Shock Blast did land. This Vampire might be a little cooked here. In his first blood going over to JJ.
Team comp has so much consistent, sustained damage. On either side, the mid lane is just handshaking waves. Which dive is going to pay off?
All right, JDG's going to kick this one off. Going for Zika. Using Grim Deliverance, trying to do what he can to survive, trying to get that bar up. Junjia ready to go back in. Shock blast to the face, but JJ is the one who gets the kill first.
Team was a huge success. He'd been brought into JDG alongside Tabe, who was on a team that beat you. Hold on.
Pop Blossom up top. Vampire's only level 5. Elk is not going to be able to finish him off. The level lead by Elk and Erha. Oh my goodness! Elk getting it done. Going forward with the shock blast from downtown. Junjia gets Elk super low, and Vampire, disguised as a minion, will clean up the scrap.
Man, and Vampire, nice flash, just to solidify the kill, make sure he was in
Another Pop
time.
Blossom here. Shockwave from Xiaohu, but he cannot escape the Emperor's Divide, and that's the first.
They want to zone away Zika, maybe go for a dive or just some plates.
I'll do it again.
Junjia is coming back.
All right, plate down. Zika's starting to get low, trying to stack up his passive as best he can, but he's not going to get there. It's Gala picking up this kill. Over on the top side, they're going to try to do the same thing to Xiaoshu, who's trying to be sturdy, but he will. Oh, he might not yield, actually, but JJ will flash after him. And that big turret shot, the minions will not finish him off. It is a turret.
Yeah, Weibo do open up that top lane tower, and they have a gold lead, but let's have a look-see here, and what is
even on the other side, JDG is now looking to make another play onto Zika. They are really picking on this man. Come on, he was in Group Nirvana the entire year, man, and now you're just going to go after him and make his life hell. Approaching the top lane. We thought for a moment, not so this time around. Shockwave catches Gala off on the side, but here comes Jace right on top of Xiaohu. Junjia almost closing out of the kills. JJ is going to back off, and they got the plate on the way out just before they fell off. So risky business there, but getting it done. 55 seconds until this Rift Herald is up. With bot lane tier 1 falling, the only thing you're really knocking down is an inner turret. Right? This 5-3 comparatively. It is a small lead for JJ, mostly because of that extra kill that's on him, but the items are relatively even. It's a pickaxe compared to boots. We'll see if you're able to squeeze out that extra strength. Weibo Gaming wastes no time on top of the Rift Herald. You know they want to knock down more of these structures, increase their gold lead. I think they've identified that Hongq is going to be the big difference maker in this game when it comes to the scaling.
And for WE, oh sorry, not WE, Weibo. WE was earlier. For Weibo Gaming here, Elk coming out, and if they fight against Elk, they will lose.
Hongq sticking around. We'll have to slide out. We won't be able to get that turret. Here's a Pop Blossom coming through, but Zahen with a great ultimate there. Elk going right after Hongq, and I think that means that Vampire is cooked. Desperately trying to get away. Hit the tower. Hit the tower. There we go. Vampire picking that one up for himself, leading the rest of Weibo Gaming on a wild goose chase, but it's JJ picking up kill number 4.
Is that worth for Vampire? He takes the gold from the tower.
Over-aggressive. Needlessly over-aggressive there. Needlessly. Now his ultimate's going to be on hold. Shockwave caught Junjia, and he's blown up. JJ gets kill number 5, and that should be Weibo's first dragon of the game.
And solid control.
Dodge on the shock blast there. No shock blasts landing on either side. Erha just coming in with a fake one, just trying to scare off JDG as that turret falls. Meanwhile, Hongq and Xiaoshu are going to try to respond on the bottom side, but they have no more minions.
Oof. Got one more wave pushing in, so maybe Hongq will be able to pick up this tower just to himself. Zika might try to fight him off the tower, but actually will miss the dash, and Hongq will be able to get it for free. But on the top side, I mean, Weibo just breaking the base open.
It's split between multiple members, but 200. They've started it up. Junjia is going to start hitting it. Here's the rest of Weibo Gaming just hanging on to the area. Zika's going to take his back, get his recall, and then likely teleport in. But with Otacon now being pulled away, Zika has stopped his back and is continuing his push in the bot lane.
Hongq could get caught out here, but Vampire will be hovering in the side to protect his mid laner and allow the turret to go down. But Weibo push back in and get control over the Otacon pit. Gala takes a lot of damage, but has the refillable pot to sustain back up. And TP in from Weibo here.
Oh, wait. Junjia is nowhere. We're close. Wait, I'm sorry. That's Vampire all the way in the back, not Junjia. Junjia at half HP though has been chunked out pretty big. Otacon getting very low. Xiaohu will be able to take out Junjia. Honkyu's got to run for the hills as Weibo Gaming are starting to run over JDG. There's Yunara on Yunara violence. Xiaoshu trying to do what he can, all out to the side, but everyone's on top of him. Weibo Gaming get the Otacon and get a bunch of kills too.
The shockwave is so good from Xiaohu. You're right.
Make a big impact on one of these fights, and it's 23 minutes into the game, and he has yet to do so. We get a very savvy play there by Xiaohu to keep him out. Airhouse coming through on a Pop Blossom. We're going to get a return to Pop Blossom out of Vampire. The shockwave lands, but they're not able to actually get any more of these kills. Oh, they're looking for Xiaoshu here. So close! But Elk is unable to take him down.
Running around the map, just playing dodgeball.
Not Mundo dodgeball either. It's so hard to dodge out on some of these. Honkyu had dashed forward, though. It may be a critical error for the young mid laner, but Elk sidestepping goes down. It's a 1-for-1 when the dust settles. Xiaoshu using his teleport, not getting a ton of value out of it. So Honkyu has to run all the way back to the base.
It's a 1-for-1.
The top laners, a combined 0, 6, and 5. It's the mid laners that are making the most difference. Right now, Xiaohu is doing just a little bit better, despite their kill score being the same. Just feels like he's had more impact in this game. Junjia getting engaged on by Zeka off on the side, pulled back in. This could be bad. Shockwave is there, and Xiaohu, again, being the one, as we just said, to make the difference. Baron should be started by Weibo.
And what can you say? Honkyu on his best champion, but Xiaohu is just finding infinitely more value with the jungler dead. JDG have no choice but to give up this Baron, and this is a late
for him to try to get to the back line and try to all out a key target. All getting chunked out just a little bit there. Xiao taking a little bit of damage in return, but it looks like no interest in the Dragon for Weibo Gaming here as they're sending multiple members to the bot side, taking out bot tier 2 as the siege is on. Honkyu is going to get his recall in and try to join the fight as Flash is still down for a little bit longer. Bot tier 3, mid tier 3, crumbling under the strength of Weibo Gaming siege. JDG are losing purchase in their base. Inhibitor down, mid inhibitor going to be the next target, and this is where the Jake poke gets really, really oppressive. Dodged out there by Honkyu, but the siege is unrelenting right now as the first Nexus turret is starting to go down. Shockwave lands onto Junjia, but here's a Pop Blossom by Vampire with a Grim Deliverance. Return Pop Blossom doesn't hit anybody. Honkyu's golden, but he's low on HP. He's sliding back and he survives. Xiaoshu on the back line, but too many members, too much for him to handle that he can't take out. It's going to be a 4v5. Nexus exposed. Nothing JDG can do. Weibo low on health bars, but they finish the game. A 2-1 series victory.